minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning meetup live show. My name is Callum, joined with man like Matt. As always, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. And look, Liverpool yesterday extended their lead at the top of the Premier League to 8 points. We should be buzzing this morning. We should be jumping for joy. We should be delirious with delight. However, we, as a fan base, in my opinion, are pretty peed off because we can't seem to get something, in my opinion, which is pretty simple over the line, and that is a certain contract for, in my opinion, the best player currently in the league at the moment. We're going to be speaking about that. We're going to be speaking about Kerkez, who's apparently not an active target. Why would he be if we can't even get our own stuff in-house sorted? Why would we go outside to do anything if we can't even settle stuff indoors? Slot achieves a new record, and Chiesa is apparently staying, plus some news about Zubimendi and our very own Goran Birch. Man like Matt, talk to me, bro.
Big up that's joined. Listen, people, as you know, yesterday I'm not feeling great, but I said, you know what, Bonnet, we're here. We've got an important week, and I said to myself, do you know what? I'm gonna fight through this, however I feel, whatever. I feel like absolute crap. Yeah, I've got the lem sip on deck, people. Yeah. So I woke up this morning, and the first thing I saw on my Twitter was,
well,
no contract.
Let's play the video.
You know, let's play the video. Let's play the video. Man.
For a bit of context, guys, this is Mo Salah talking to NBC. We're gonna chop it up after we play this video.
There's a lot of talk about your future. What's the latest you can tell us on that?
Well, we almost in December. I haven't received any offer to stay yet in the club, so probably I'm more out than in. So.
Would you like to stay there?
Well, you know, I've been in the club for many years. No club like this, but in the end, it's not in my hand. So, as I said before, it's December, so I haven't received anything yet about my future. So
it feels like the fans would love you to stay, though, given the reaction today.
I love the fans. The fans love me, but in the end, it's not in my hand; it's the fans' hand. So, yeah,
no,
let's wait and see.
How do you feel about the fact there hasn't been an offer? Then does that disappoint you?
Of course, yeah.
And so what? Have you spoken to the club about why there hasn't been an offer?
Well, I'm not gonna go and say I'm not gonna retire soon. So I'm just playing I'm focused in the season, and yeah, I'm trying to win the Premier League or hopefully the Champions League as well. But yeah, it's a disappointed, but we'll see.
Can I? All right, let me say this, yeah.
Matt, I'm just gonna start off by saying I'm really peed off, bro. But go for it. Really peed off. This is how we treat our legends, yeah?
Liverpool know Salah's going to get asked these questions. The fact that Salah said this, remember, it was like he just came out and said it. It's very different to the Man United game where he kind of said, I don't know what's going on with my future. He kind of just said it. He kind of rolled into that. He got asked a question and he's been honest. Bro, for there to be no offer and we're in December, he said he's more out than in. He also said he's disappointed. Very smart. He swerved the question about do you want to stay, that just means because if he says I want to stay, you're obviously they know he wants to stay, but it's kind of giving up on a little bit of that power because the club kind of want to give you as minimal as possible. So he wants to make it look like I do love this club because he's made it apparent, but at the same time, this club needs to sort themselves out. Like, bro, I'll be real. King Mo Salah is one of one. FSG, if they don't get this sorted, Cal, you know how we talk about like, oh, you doubt you'll see like protests and things like that. This could be the one that does it. This could be the thing. If that happens, I'll be real with you. Because I don't think no Liverpool fan is going to sit there and accept FSG's bullshit. Sorry, excuse my language. It's so early in the morning.
No, I think you said it right.
But I don't think anyone's going to accept this foolishness if this continues. Because right now, other clubs will be speaking to him. You think Barcelona are not going to look at him? You think Real Madrid aren't going to speak to him? You think PSG? You think obviously Saudi are already speaking to him. But here's the killer. You can tell how much he wants to stay in Liverpool. You can see it when he speaks about it. It's bro. Anyway, go on, bro, because my voice is killing me.
He's not been offered a contract. Not being offered a contract is one thing. You could see the dejection in him. He's responsible for 67% of our goals so far this season. I repeat for the people at the back. He's responsible for 67% of our goals this season. He is the best player in the world in his position. That alone should secure him a new contract. So obviously then the argument on the other side will be, but look at his age. Can you offer him such a long contract? Okay, from a business standpoint, okay, we'll have that debate then. Who brings in, as a footballer, which player brings in the most revenue to the club? Mo Salah. Who's the most viable commercial player in the squad? Mo Salah. Who's got the biggest name of any player in the squad? Mo Salah. So, from a business standpoint, it makes sense as well. How we have not offered him anything new yet is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And it makes you think, with all the reports going around, have Trent and Virgil even been offered anything? Because there's no reason to suggest that they have been now. Everyone can come out of articles and say what they want to say and all this, but this is from Salah's mouth. And I know you shout out to Luke Tanner. We've got a WhatsApp group, and he posted an article in there regarding Salah from Ben Jacobs, and it let me just get it. Says Liverpool are in contact with Mo Salah's agent, and talks are understood to have been positive, despite Salah stating he's more out than in, and yet to receive an offer. Salah is Liverpool's best paid player, and given his wage and age, any renewal was never likely to be resolved speedily. There has been no new formal Saudi offer yet. Saudi Pro League sporting director Michael, who knows Salah very well, is waiting for the right time to move should the opportunity present itself. With all due respect to Ben Jacobs, why would Salah come out and lie about this? Why did he come out and lie about it?
For real.
What more does Mo Salah have to do to secure a new contract? I genuinely don't know. And then I'll ask you the question, bro. Let's say Salah doesn't stay. How much are we going to have to go and spend to go and get a new right winger who's of the level or near to the level of Mo Salah? You're probably looking at least 85 mil. That's kudos, right? And that's something you're going to have to pay up front. So let's say it's 85 mil. Kudos is probably going to have a salary of at least 150. Probably over a
Probably 5-6 year deal.
Just for humor's sake. So I'm going to do the maths real quick, yeah? 150, 1, 2, 3 times 4 equals 600k for 1 month times 12 times 5. So the cost of Kudus' contract over 5 years, let's say he signs for 150k. This is just an example, would be 36 mil. Plus the 85 mil would have to pay for him is 121 mil over 5 years. If rumors are to be believed, Salah wants the same salary he's on, right?
Yeah, supposedly, yeah.
Now we don't know how much the bonuses are and all that, so I can't speculate on that. I'm sure we're getting bonuses as well. Let's say so Salah's on 350k, yeah?
Yeah.
Times 4.
But the thing is, Salah probably would only get like a 2-year deal, which I think is more than okay. Because Salah's what? Is he 32 now? Or is he 31? I think he's 32. I've got a funny feeling Salah. Oh, I don't think Salah's asking for a 4-year deal. I could be so wrong when I'm saying this. I'm not his agent, but
let's say it is a 2-year deal, yeah? That would cost the club over the course of 2 years 33.6 million. There is absolutely no excuse for this. Even if you give him a 3-year contract, it's still way less than what you'd be getting from a new player. And you know what the difference is as well? Salah is inevitable. The guy's a guarantee. He's proven it season after season after season. He's had 8 consecutive seasons where he's scored double figures in the Premier League. He's currently, if I'm not mistaken, in the Premier League on 10 goals, 6 assists. He's on 16 GA in 12 games. He's the best winger in the club's history, arguably with John Barnes and Sadio Mane. But for me, he's number 1. No disrespect to those two. Legends, both of them. But for me, Salah's number 1.
He is.
There's an argument, as much as I joke about it, there's an argument to say he's Liverpool's best ever Premier League player. Hell, there's an argument to say he's Liverpool's best ever player, full stop. The guy is begging to stay at the club, and we can't pull our finger out of our ass and get this sorted. Do me a favor. Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, whoever's running the ship, get behind the wheel and start steering. Because right now it's sinking. If you lot can't sort out in-house stuff, how can we trust you to sort out transfers? And guess what? We've already seen a summer with transfers, and it didn't look too promising, did it? Because the one player you got in, which was an opportunistic signing, can't even lace up his boots to get on the football pitch at the moment. So what the hell is going on with this club? We were told the structure and the hierarchy and everything is all on point. If Richard Hughes can't do the job, I don't care if he's Michael Edwards' boy. Get him out of the club. Go back to Bournemouth or go and do whatever you want to do. But factually right now, he's failing at his job. He is failing at his job. He's done one good thing since he's been here, and that's bringing Arne Slot. One good thing. And it's a brilliant thing. But he's made mistake after mistake and fumble after fumble. Matt, I do not know what the hell is going on right now, bro. And it is shocking.
I'll tell you what's going on. Incompetence again from our ownership. We should be used to this. But at the same time, I thought after the appointment of Slot, after the summer, I said to myself, I'm going to give them some leeway to sort things out because they have walked in to an absolute S show. They have in it. Like they've walked into some madness. Let's keep it a buck as well. They came into the club probably around April, May, probably looked at everything, looked at the transfers that were previously lined up, probably looked at the contract situations and thought, how on earth has no one sorted this? So I understand from even just like a normal human perspective, you're thinking this is a lot to sort out. But at the same time, the club size, the big, as big as Liverpool, should be able to get these things done. You got Chelsea that can run multiple operations at one time. Chelsea can. I feel like Liverpool are the only club in world football that can work on one transfer at a time or one contract at a time. You'll see Chelsea, Man City, whoever, they just get it done. I've seen stuff when Chelsea have signed 2 players like in the space of a day, like because they got multiple agents, multiple people working for the club. I just don't understand why we don't do that. Now, here's the thing. If Liverpool allow Salah to leave, I can't even fathom the reaction and the response that they're going to get from us and everybody else, because this can't happen. Salah's 32 years old, yeah? I think he's 33 in June next year. Yeah. He should be offered a 2-year deal, in my opinion, mate, and then an option for a 1. Because let's say, for example, because I even think next year he does it again. I just think the year after is where you could go, oh, you could think it could be a bit more of a decline. But here's the killer. It actually gives Liverpool more time to find his successor. Because like you said, Cal, in my opinion, there isn't a successor out there right now. Like, there just isn't one. You could talk about your Kudus, you could talk about Kubo, you could talk about whoever you want. But there's no natural successor right there. And that's why I feel like even the better strategic move would be to extend Salah's contract and, explore use all your resources and see if you can find his replacement in the next 2 years. Because right now there isn't one, and he's too important to Liverpool. He, like you said, he scored 10 goals, Cal, in the league. He's our top goal scorer. The club haven't moved on from Salah. And this is why the club should be really taking his demands even more serious than ever before. Because FSG, I kind of feel like at some point probably thought, we're going to get to a point where we don't kind of need him. He's Salah, but we don't need him. Well, Salah showed everybody. Liverpool still needs Salah. Salah is still the king in Liverpool. Not Darwin Núñez, who was bought for 85 million. Not Luis Diaz, who's been in the club for 3 years. Not Cody Gakpo. Not Jota. None of these forwards can talk to Salah. He is still the best, and he's 32 years of age. Want to know why? Because he's 1 of 1 and he's the king. No one can talk to Salah, you know. These men all should be looking at Salah going, this is what I should be doing. But just goes to show you how hard it is to replicate what he's done. And he's done it for 8 years. These men aren't even close to Salah. The only one that's even remotely close, and I say remotely, is Jota from a goal-scoring exploit. But everything else, no one can talk to Salah. FSG should be looking at that guy. If we go and get one of these project players, rare is this going to be enough? No, it's not going to be enough. Not for us fans anyway, because we want to win the league. We want to win the Champions League. We don't want to go back to mediocrity where we're fighting for top 4. We're just fighting for trophies. We want to win trophies. The only way you're going to win trophies is with your best players. And I'll say this as well. I'll say this right now, yeah? If, let's say Trent stays, but Virgil and Salah leave, FSG are telling us we're doing a reboot right now. They're actually doing a reboot. So
with what money? With what money?
Bro, I don't know, but they're basically saying we're rebooting. Bro, it's like bigger Cal, obviously, all jokes aside, the NBA stuff, yeah. There's teams that will get to the end of the season and they will just tank their season because they want to go into the draft. I think they can pick up some draft picks, yeah. But if FSG allow Virgil and Salah to leave, they're basically telling us they're just going to reboot the whole thing. Don't get me. But you guys should be happy though because Trent will be the captain of this new brand Liverpool. I'm telling you from now, bro. That's what in my opinion they will be showing us if, and again it's a big if Virgil and Salah leave, even Trent, they're telling us get ready for it because we're about to rip up the whole blueprint, in my opinion anyway, and start again, like whole new team. I'm telling you, bro.
I want these guys. They need to sort this out.
It's worrying times, bro.
And I'll be real with you. If Salah and Virgil don't renew, I don't expect Trent to.
Do you know what? If Salah and Trent don't renew, as much as I will be really annoyed that Trent probably won't stay either, I can't even begrudge him. He's going to be thinking...
Can't blame him at all. Can't blame him at all.
My best teammates, world-class players, I've been told they can go, but they want me to stay. And he's not stupid. He knows what's at the club. He understands how important Virgil and Mo
are. If I'm Trent, I'm looking at it and I'm going, why the hell am I staying here? You guys want to win leagues and Champions Leagues, but you're letting 2 of the best players in their position in the world leave. Yeah. Miss me out. I can go wrong. Bro, this notion that teams aren't going to be circling for Salah and Virgil because of their age is such a Liverpool fan mentality.
It is.
Because of their age. They walk into every single team in world football.
Facts.
If they go to Arsenal, Saka's going to have to move position. If he goes to Barcelona, your Mal's going to have to move position. Someone's sitting down for Salah, someone's sitting down for Virgil. No matter which team in world football it is. You think Man City won't even make a cheeky ask?
Bro, this is what, bro.
You think Man City won't go, Virgil, bro? Well, I leave the country. We got you.
Yeah, we got you, fam.
You think Salah? You think they won't go there and sit and go? Well, we ain't really got no wingers. Salah, what are you saying?
Yeah.
You in Haaland? You in Haaland? You want it?
Tuesday we got
Virgil
Doku
come
and,
through as well.
You know what I'm saying? Savia can learn from you still. You think they won't do that? That's another thing as well. Like people think because and don't get me wrong, they are loyal to Liverpool to a degree, but they're also human beings. They've got to look out for their futures. If they feel like they've got a platform where they can win trophies at the highest level, they will do it. I don't think it will be Man City, like if they were to leave personally, just because of all the stuff that's going on around City. But it also wouldn't shock me because if City get clear from all that foolishness, don't be surprised if they're not already trying to talk to these men already. Bro, even Trent. Bro, let's not get it twisted. Man City are bold enough to do that, you know.
Boy.
So,
boy, oh boy, people, there's over 600 of you watching on YouTube and more watching on X, formerly known as Twitter. Please do smash that like button. Let's get up to at least 400 likes before the end of this stream, please, guys. Right, we'll obviously speak about this in more detail when we do the Monday Night Live show, and hopefully there'll be some more news that comes out then. Speaking about a player who's been linked with us quite heavily over the past few weeks, but apparently is not an active target, and that is Milos Kerkez, the Bournemouth left-back who was brought to the club, ironically, by Richard Hughes. Apparently is not an active target for Liverpool. We're a team that potentially admire the player, but we are not actively looking at signing him. And given Robbo's performance at the weekend and performance over the course of this season so far, is left-back the main priority for you now, Matt, or is it still centre midfield?
centre mid. I know, Robbo. The thing is, we can cope this season till the end of the season. We got Tsimikas and we got Joe Gomez. We can cope. If we didn't have Joe Gomez, I'd actually say we can't. Yeah, we need to get left back in now because you're literally just relying on Robbo and Tsimikas, and Tsimikas is more about the injuries because Tsimikas was missing on the weekend. But I think if you're looking at can we cope to the end of the season with just Tsimikas and Robbo, we can definitely do it, bro. And the Kerkez news. Listen, we know what we are. We're Monitor FC. This is what we do. Like we just monitor players, and then we act like we're gonna do something, and then we don't. So, but I do feel like with that one, it'll be the summer. I don't think it'll be January. I think Liverpool will look at that again and think we can do something in the summer, and that's what I think as well. Remember, these talks always happen, even if it's for the summer. They will start now. This is the same thing that happened with McAllister, you know. So
yeah,
watch this space. I do think I got a funny feeling we're going to get Kerkez, but at the same time, I shouldn't be surprised at anything when I know who my ownership group are. So,
do you think after centre midfield? Because I agree, centre midfield were kind of a grab injury away or grab suspension away from being in big trouble. Do you think after that? Do you think then left back is the next main priority?
I'm gonna be honest, it is, but I'm also starting to worry a bit. When you say a priority, you talking about in the summer or January?
Either.
The reason I'm saying that, I think this all depends on our outgoings in terms of the contract situations. Because I'll be real, Cal. This might sound very, very doom and gloom, a bit like how I'm feeling right now.
Mm.
But if Salah, Virgil, and Trent don't sign, brother, the priorities shift completely. And that's the reality. This is the reality that we're living in. We're living in a bubble right now because these things haven't happened. But now we're literally about to come out in a bubble because Salah's just spoken even more so. And now everyone's thinking what the hell's going on. Because I honestly thought we would have got something positive by now. I've been saying it all season. Didn't I say it, Cal? I was the first one to say, if nothing is done by November, we are in trouble. I kept on saying it. This is in pre-season. And people are like, oh, don't worry about it, get sorted. I was like, listen, I understand. But I'm just saying, though, I was worried. And this is why I was worried. Because things still change 100%. But priorities will change, Cal. If we find out in December that these men have signed pre-contract agreements with other clubs, oh, my. Yeah.
And it will just disjoin the fan base. Because look, let's say, for example, pre-contracts do happen. those clubs will announce it because it's a massive coup for those clubs.
Yeah.
But you know what we'll do? Let's say, for example, Trent, Virgil, or Salah have a bad game, or they show any sort of bad body language. The first thing will be, their head's not in it. They don't even want to be here. They're not going to be here in the summer while we're playing them. It's just one joke after another. It really is an absolute joke, man. It really is. For me, if I'm going to be honest, bro, being completely honest, I think currently left back is more of a priority than centre back, and I never thought I'd say that. I'd actually put it on par with centre midfield. I know we have the bodies there. I'd actually put on par with centre midfield because I think we can chop and change and put different players in centre midfield if we need to. Still be a drop off.
Yeah.
But I think left back's a massive priority. Robbo is not looking good, bro.
Robbo is looking. Robbo's getting to that point where I don't think I was going to say this while he was here. He's getting to the point where I don't trust him. And I've never thought that about a Liverpool player for a minute now. Like, I don't trust you. I just don't trust you. But then again, I'm lying. There are other players in the squad. I won't go into them, but yeah. I just don't trust Robbo right now. I don't trust him, fam. Whenever Robbo plays, I'm like, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, completely agree. Completely agree. Once again, guys, if you haven't, please do smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. On to slightly more positive news now. Arne Slot has actually equaled a record. So apparently the Liverpool manager is sitting top of the league and Champions League. And as of right now, Arne Slot is in esteemed company with Gus Hiddink and Carlo Ancelotti as being one of 3 managers to reach 10 Premier League wins in the fewest games needed. That is 12. That is an incredible start. Obviously, the best start of any Liverpool manager in Premier League history for a new manager. Obviously, he had a great foundation to work with, but is Slot and what he's doing at Liverpool, is that kind of going under the radar, in your opinion, because of Man City's form and because Arsenal have, spoken about their injuries at nauseum? Do you think people are kind of sleeping on how good Slot has actually been so far?
I think so. And like you said, I think it's for a variety of reasons. If Man City were doing better, but they're not, a lot of the headlines are Man City crisis. A lot of the headlines are Arsenal had this mad injury crisis, which, oh my gosh, like football's nearly over because Arsenal have had an injury crisis.
Yeah.
It's also, oh my days, like look at Chelsea. They're doing way better than what we expected. Oh my days, look at Spurs. Like there's so many other headlines that's taken away, I guess, the attention from us. Slot is doing an absolute madness, bro. I can't think of a manager that's walked into a league other than to say, like, what was it? Was it Ancelotti at Chelsea? Even Mourinho, obviously, back in the day. It's always been Chelsea managers, if I've off the top of my head. Them, man, they always normally walk in and do a madness, especially back in the day anyway.
Yeah.
But what Slot is doing right now, bruv, he shocked the footballing world,
Yeah.
I know I understand we're only in November. We're about to go into December soon. Right, it's actually like a month till Christmas. 25th of November.
Yeah, literally a month today.
Rotted. A month today.
Yeah, crazy.
That's crazy. But yeah, what he's doing, bro, it's nothing short of sensational. And you know what? It sounds weird. He's only gonna get the plaudits if he wins something. And I'll be real with you. If he wins something, if he wins the Prem in his first year, that's all they can speak about, really.
Yeah. It'd be insane.
Bro, Salah's already... Yeah, I don't know if you caught the end of the interview, but Salah said he wants to win the Prem and Champions League. In my opinion, we've actually got a good chance to win both right now. As things stand right now, a lot can change. Injuries, suspensions, all of them things there. But as things stand right now, we have a very good chance. And bro, I can't believe I'm saying this, but like, Arne Slot is just doing way better than what I ever thought he was gonna do, bro. Way better. Like, if I'm being honest, if you told me at the start of the season where you think we'll be at this stage of the season, I probably would have said like 3rd or 4th. But I always said we'll get top 4. Title challenge.
It would be incredible. Drift credit. Drift was the only one who thought we'd do it.
Yeah, you're right.
But no, looking forward to seeing how the rest of the season pans out. And Slot has done an amazing job so far, so long may that continue. In terms of season panning out, very interested to see what happens with Chiesa, who apparently will definitely be staying if rumors are believed to be true. He won't be going out on loan. He won't be sold in January. Obviously, we've seen some footage of him looking like he's back on the training pitch. I hate to use this phrase, but I've got to. Are we almost going to see Chiesa as a new signing in January potentially? Because that's when we may start seeing him from the new year, in your opinion.
Yeah, I think so. And not only that, maybe I'm just in a bad mood today because of the whole Salah thing. But the more I think about the Chiesa signing, the more I think they try to bring in Chiesa, who is could be a potential amazing player, but obviously due to the injuries, they're thinking, if we bring him in and he does a madness, then we don't have to give Salah the bag because Chiesa's been doing a mad thing.
Yeah.
So that plan for FSG has backfired. Not saying that I didn't want him at Liverpool, but I'm just thinking of it now, like, because let's say Chiesa was doing a madness. Like, let's say he was doing what Diaz is doing, for example. That kind of lowers Salah's valuation to a degree, you know. To a degree.
Yeah.
But, bruv, Chiesa, as much as I believe that he can do something, he's played 78 minutes of football. We are now about to enter December, bro.
Yeah, it's not good.
The brother can't even last in training. This ain't even Klopp training, fam.
Yeah. I was gonna say if it was Klopp training, then you'd understand it. But and again, it just comes back to Richard Hughes and the ownership and the fact of did they really do their due diligence when it relates to Chiesa? Again, I'm not gonna sit here and like change my tune. You know how much I rate Chiesa. You know how gassed I was that we signed him. You know how happy I am he's a Liverpool player. But did we do our due diligence? Because for him to be in this state still in November can't be good. Like, can't be good.
Yeah, and I understand people saying he hasn't done a preseason. I'm fully aware, and I hear it. But Liverpool knew he didn't have a preseason, so you knew what you was buying. Not only that, is it a good idea to get someone who hasn't had a preseason and knowing they've had all these injury problems?
Not just that. We say he didn't have a preseason. He went to the Euros, right? Again, forgive my memory, but did Italy
I don't think he was at the Euros.
I'm almost certain he was at the Euros.
Was the Kerkez at the Euros? That just happened.
I'm almost 100% certain he was at the Euros.
Was he
I
there?
might be wrong, but I'm almost certain he was at the Euros. So let's say he was at the Euros.
Oh, he played. He was there.
He was at the Euros. When did Italy come out? Did they come out in the group stage or in the knockouts?
Who knocked out Italy? I'm trying to even remember. Chat, you'll have to help me this one. I can't remember, you know.
So Italy, Euro.
Some people are saying no, he didn't play. Some people
he definitely did.
Knockouts. They got knocked out in the knockouts. Came out group stage. Oh,
in the last 16. So they went out in the last 16, yeah. So it's not like he went from May to August with no football. He played up until the end of June. Can you fall that much in 1 month? Not on a real, because
Big up Tway. He said his last game was June 29th. You're right.
Yeah, last game was June 29th. So in July, he would have had a couple of weeks holidays anyway. Then obviously he would have had his pre-season. I'm not a professional footballer. Never been close to being one.
I know where this is going, though. I know where this is going, for real.
Like, Matt, can you really drop off that much in 1 month, bro?
I'll be honest with you.
Even if we're almost in December,
yeah,
and you've only played 78 minutes for Liverpool. When you came to Liverpool, when did he join Liverpool? He joined Liverpool just before the season started, or just as the season started, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So he's been training with the club all this time.
Mm.
I'm sorry, I don't get it. I know he didn't
But
have
he
a
didn't.
pre-season
Yeah,
with
he didn't have.
you,
That's what they're trying to say. He did have a
but we're in
pre-season.
November now.
Yeah, I
And he
know.
can't make the bench. He can't get a few minutes here or there. Does that not scream of any sort of issue? Or am I just reading into it too much?
Listen, the people that are trying to be as positive as ever, and big up to you guys, by the way. They have got a logical reason. The logical reason is no preseason. But I'm also looking at it just from a normal perspective of, you're right, Cal. You shouldn't be able to fall off that drastically, even without a preseason. And
Sorry to cut you. He's not even been traveling with Italy either. So he's still been at the club training.
Yeah, no, he hasn't been. Here's the problem with Chiesa. From what I know, he can't last the sessions in terms of he feels like an issue. He has to come out the session, let him rest, comes back in another day. Same thing happens. He hasn't had a consistent training, which already suggests to me that there's a bit of an issue that your body is just not acclimatizing to what's supposed to be happening. Do I think he will play? Yeah. But I just don't know how long it's going to take or whether he will be a success right now because the small sample size that we have.
Plus, he played bare last season as well, bro. So it's not like
it's the most he's played since his ACL, fam.
But he's played a lot.
Yeah.
Something don't seem right on this, bro.
Do you think Juventus knew something that we didn't know?
Something doesn't seem right.
Mm.
I'm starting to get a little worried. Something doesn't seem right.
I've said this though. Something's not right because it isn't. You don't. We're about to enter December, bro. I know he's had no preseason. Even if it took you 2 months, I actually thought by October. Do you know what I mean? We're at the end of November. We're about to go to December.
I'm saying to not even make the bench. To not even make the bench.
He's played 78 minutes off the top of my head, bro. 78.
To not make the bench, bro.
I know. We got an issue.
Not right. I'm sorry.
And that's the backup right winger.
Hold on. If I'm not mistaken, Elliot was on the bench on Sunday. Yeah.
There's still no Chiesa.
Elliot's been out for a couple months with an injury.
Elliot had was it a broken metatarsal?
A broken foot.
Man broke his foot and came back faster than Chiesa.
I'm sorry, Chiesa can't even make the bench. Something's not right, man.
To put it into just layman terms, I've broken my foot. You're just not feeling 100%, but I'll make it back to training quicker.
Make it on the bench.
I break my foot. You're not feeling 100%. You're feeling a little fatigued. You're getting muscle cramps.
If anyone's lacking match fitness, it's Elliot,
that is
right?
Mad, fam. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not trying to cause a stir here, but it just doesn't add up to me. For me, this can't just be a fitness thing. There's something underlying, in my opinion.
I think it is as well.
I hope I'm wrong, bro. I really hope I'm wrong, but it just something doesn't seem right.
It's not looking good. I'll be honest with you.
It doesn't seem right.
Do you think?
No.
All jokes aside, yeah. I know people always say like, he looks happy, rare tear. You can paint a picture on social media. You can use certain clips or whatever. How do you not know he's just not acclimatizing in England? I know there was this whole big...
he might not
look how happy he is. Look how happy he is. The brother got injured. Maybe he's just not happy right now. And it's more than that. I don't know. But when you see... I saw him in the last inside training, I think he was just speaking to the man then. And he seemed happy. But...
he could be homesick.
Could be, yeah.
There's a real possibility he could be homesick. I hope that's not the case because everyone again. I rate the player, but it's not beyond the realms of possibility. He could be sitting there going,
"Yeah, he's a human being."
The opportunity to join Liverpool is like a dream come true, but I'm missing home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you straight, Matt. I have this conversation with my missus all the time when she's like, "Would you ever leave the country or live somewhere else?" And my answer is always no. I don't see myself leaving England. Now things could change in the future, but I don't. Like footballers, human beings as well. They might just think, I want to stay. I want to stay where I am. I'm comfortable here. This is where I like life.
Do you know, that's one of the main reasons as well when you hear footballers that are now retired really speak about the truth in terms about how they were so gassed to go to this club, but they felt homesick and they felt like they couldn't be at their best because it was just on their mind and like they couldn't really settle. And I can fully understand that, because if you're not settled in your own environment, you're not going to be at your best. It could be you've gone to a new workplace, you've left your old job, you've gone to a new job, but you're not settled in this new office. You're not really vibing with the people. It sounds weird. You're not going to be your best version of yourself, and you're not going to be comfortable, and you're probably going to want to leave. Or the managers are going to be like, oh, like, we can see that your smile is there, but is everything okay? They're going to sense that because you're not giving your all, you're holding back because you're not comfortable. I'm telling you, comfortability and just being right within your own environment is so key in life, let alone football.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
It's a nice little segue onto the next topic and the last topic of the show. A player who turned us down for said reasons in the summer, Zubimendi, has been linked with the team that we're playing on Wednesday, Real Madrid. Again, not really surprised considering they haven't got a dictator in that midfield since Cruz left. I still expect Man City to go for Zubimendi as well, especially given their form. And I think we're now seeing just how important Rodri is to Pep Guardiola and that team. But another name that's come out of the woodwork, and again, we'll chop this up in more detail this evening, is apparently Real Madrid are also looking at Gravenberch. Do you think this is just,
What?
These are just rumors. They obviously are looking at Zubimendi first and foremost, but they have also Gravenberch is now on the radar as well. Do you think this is just them putting news out like this just to try and?
They're just trying to, bro. We played them on Wednesday. They can do.
I don't think there's any truth in that.
They can do one, honestly. Like, go away, fam. Just go away. Like, we're playing you on Wednesday. You're gonna have to deal with the consequences. Big at the chat. I know a lot of you were speaking about some news. We're gonna speak about that. Trust me, people. We're gonna do the preview today. We were supposed to do it tomorrow.
We're gonna do
but
it
we
today.
realized the game is Wednesday, so we're doing the preview today. We're gonna speak about all injuries and all things Real Madrid concerned later on today, people. But they can do one, fam. They're not getting. That's just them trying to just mash up the team before we even play them. All that psychological warfare, bro. Nah, man.
You think it's definitely off the table,
bro? In what world are they getting Gravenberch? Hey, listen to this. They got Schumann, but they can't play Schumann CDM because they got no centre backs. They got Camavinga. They've been linked with Rodri. Rodri's already said he would love to. Well, Rodri said without saying it, I want to go Real Madrid because he said if Real Madrid talk, you listen. And it's a privilege. They've been linked with Zubimendi, and now they want Gravenberch. Brother, this team is the most. I can't say what I really want to say. It's very, very early in the day and in the morning. As you can hear, my throat is mashed up. Oh my days, this team is a jar. They're just jarring, bro. But they won't get grabbed. I think it's just like a media thing to kind of unsettle some players. Because let's keep it a buck. Even Gravenberch loves Liverpool, but I know if he is a Real Madrid, that just even in the he'll be like, I'm doing something right. Real Madrid, one of the best teams in the world. He will just look at that. But it's not going to change anything, bro.
I hope not. I hope not, man. I hope not. But bro, we are going to wrap things up here. We will be live at 2 p.m. UK time for the Real Madrid preview. Massive game on Wednesday. Obviously, no Vinny. Apparently now.
Apparently no Vinny.
Yeah. Massive news. So we'll see what happens. We are going to be live around 2 p.m. and then obviously around 8:30 p.m. this evening for our normal Monday night live show. Yeah, people, not a great start today with this Liverpool news, but hopefully we'll get some more information as the day unfolds and then hopefully be able to speak about it in more detail this evening. As always, guys, if you haven't smashed that like button already, please do. Got a good amount of you. I'm just going to check how many likes we're actually on. I did ask for 400 likes, guys. I think there's way over 600 of you in here. We're only on 301 likes, guys. So just before you leave, please do hit that like button. Over 635 of you watching on YouTube. And then if you're watching on Twitter, also known as X, please do retweet and like the video there as well. Matt, before we do super chats, is there anything you've got coming up today or want to promote?
It depends on how I feel, I'll be honest with you. I might do something a bit later on this afternoon, maybe after the preview we do today.
Cool.
So keep an eye out for that chat. I might do something after the preview for Liverpool. I was gonna go before the preview, but I need to rest up and then
absolutely,
and do some shows. So yeah.
Camera Gravy, You'll Never Walk Alone says, Camera Grab, You'll Never Walk Alone says, big up lads, it's hard to enjoy things right now. I hear you, bro. 38 months, remember you legend as well. Shout out to Part Life Manager says, these D-heads think they smart. They're going to drag this out till December, January, then announce the contracts. Everyone going to be gassed and then no signings. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised by that. I can't lie. Pete Hour says, the journalist lie. Kerkez was only there because of international break, same as Diaz new contract when we hit good form, but then die down after. That's a point as well. Nothing new with the Diaz contract as well.
Yeah, for real.
Pete goes on to say, I think FSG have signed Verge, but will release in December to make up for them not signing anyone, and they will blame Trent for not signing. Yeah, Trent's going to be made the villain if he leaves. Ayula says Chiesa is not a slot signing. I've been saying this. You have been, to be fair. You have been. And shout out to Melendo, who has just become a YouTube member of ours. People, as I said, we're going to be back live at 2 p.m. So what's that? In about 2.5 hours, actually. So not too long from now. Again, a longer show than we normally do, but the biggest news coming out of Liverpool at the moment, and probably in the football world at the moment, is that Salah has not been offered a new contract. So we had to give the right amount of time for this. Plus a lot of other news as well. Once again, guys, just before you leave, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you all for watching, joining, and listening. Until we see you in a couple of hours, stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish. All right, people. Take care.